Oh, it's a big one. Big one, big one, big one, big one. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Excited for today's adventure. We just wrapped up fishing a 2-day Arkansas State Kayak Fishing Championship out on Greers Ferry Lake. It's in kind of north central Arkansas, and it was a really great time. I love the 2-day tournament format, and it's an event that I was really looking forward to. I'm shooting this intro later on just because I forgot to shoot one in the midst of everything. I was really struggling to get all my stuff gathered up and getting it ready for the tournament. But anyways, we went out there hoping to swing for the fences and come out with a big win. Greers Ferry Lake is not really one of my favorite lakes to fish just because, you know, the average size bass out there really isn't that big, and I would just rather fish for bigger bass in other places. But it is a really cool lake. It's just a deep, clear reservoir. It has two different ends of it. The upper end seems to have more largemouth bass in it, and then the lower end seems to have more smallmouth bass. And that is exactly what I was targeting all weekend long, with some big smallmouth bass. So we're gonna jump on into the video. We're gonna jump into day one. We're looking for a good limit. And a good limit out there, honestly, really isn't that much fish. If you're fishing a bass tournament, anywhere between like 10 and 14 pounds is a pretty solid day, which is kind of the equivalent of like a 78 to, I don't know, 85-inch bag of fish. So that's what my goal is going in out there, is to have 2 solid days like that. But without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode and let's see how we fare against some of the best kayak anglers in the state. Let's go. Fish on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big one. Giant. It's a big smallmouth. Oh god, that's a big smallmouth. That's a big smallmouth. Stay on. This thing is massive. Yeah! Let's freaking go. That's a giant. That's a giant. Oh my gosh. That's a smallmouth right there, guys. That's a freaking smallmouth. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Let's go. Let's absolutely go right now. Are you serious? Oh, the tank. Oh, I gotta slow down. I've been fishing slow. I was about to run through all this and go down there, but oh my gosh, hold on a second. It's a freaking tank. Guys, I cannot believe it. 18-incher. An 18-inch smallmouth to start the day. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, we're going to slow it down right here. I was kind of about to start, my wheels were already starting to spin. Man, that is sweet. That is real cool. Look at that. One more look at that thing. 18-inch brown boy. It's probably like, you know, a 3-pounder. Golly, let's go. Okay, we're going to send it back and we're going to keep going. Oh, it gave me a little jumpy. Yes, sir. big one. Big one. Big one. Giant. Another giant. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's another big smallie. It's crazy. He's not as big as the first one, but that's a freaking solid one. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. Dude, the graph, it's coming in clutch. Over here to my right, there's a big, giant rock pile in the middle of these sticks. I need to try to stay in position because there's probably more fish on it. I wouldn't have seen it had I not installed the graph. That's a solid smallmouth right there, guys. That's a 16-incher. We're doing great. This is my second fish. That's a keeper. But it's been an hour since I caught the last, so if we can keep up this rate, you know, one big one an hour, I'm good with it. Hopefully we can get on a little school of them. We're gonna send it back. Big one, big one, big one, big one. It's a green one. That's the big old green one. I got it. Oh gosh. How about that for a net job right there, guys? It's a green one. Just threw it by the bank of that chunk rock. Let's go. He's long. He's long and nasty. That's what we like him. Long and nasty. He might be bigger than that smallmouth I just caught. Come on, man. What are we doing out here? We ain't supposed to catch him like this out here. What are we doing? I don't even know what we're doing out here, guys, but we're catching some. We are 2 away. I don't know what everybody else is doing on the lake today. I have no idea. Everybody else could be out here smoking them. I really don't know. What I do know is that people don't normally smoke them on this lake. I'm not smoking them, but I've caught 3 really quality fish. And that's all I can say. And that's all you can really hope for out here. Like the last couple of bass tournaments, like bass boat tournaments, took like 10 pounds. 16.75. Beautiful largemouth bass. We got a green one on our limit. Be cool to catch a spotted bass too, if he's big enough. We don't want like no little tiny little baby spotted bass, but a spotted bass would be cool. In the boat, spotted bass. A spotted bass. Well, all right, we've made our way back, pretty far back in this creek. We caught those, the last 2, it's kind of at the mouth of it. It's only 4 foot deep right here. There's a bunch of little shats. I picked up a little mini max chatterbait. You know, I've been throwing it a ton this fall. And we got ourselves a spotted bass. And with that, we actually have completed the bass slam of the day. This one's not very big, but it'll help us. You know, we're 1 away from a limit now, and he ain't that bad. He ain't that good, but we've already got 3 good ones, so that's kind of the good thing about all this. Not too shabby. We got the bass slam. He's 13.75 inches. You know, when I first got out here, my goal was to catch 5 14-inchers, and I would have felt pretty decent about it. You know, I would have felt like, you know, we weren't losing it on day 1 if we had, you know, I think it's a 70-inch limit. But really what I am trying to do over the course of 2 days is put together 2 80-inch limits. And we're well on our way. 1 more 15-incher, I think we might have it. Maybe even a 14. I have to think and do the math, but we're in a good place. That's all I can say about that. We're in a good place. We got like 3 boats coming in behind us, so we've got this. You know, we got first dibs on this, and then we're gonna go back out kind of where we caught our bigger ones and try to fish those rock piles some more. But we got plenty of time. It's 10 o'clock, so we got 4.5 hours to get one more fish, and then maybe, you know, call them. But you know, I feel good. I feel good. I feel really good. Yes, spotted bass, right? Here. Ready to go. Ready to go right there. Spotted bass, just ready. Ready to go. Here we go. There we go. Stay on. Be big. Be decent. What's decent? Oh, we got a limit. Oh God, there we go. He's not that big. We'll take it. We got a limit, guys. The monkey is off our back. We have a limit of bass, a little smallie. It's probably a 12-incher. I was over here just talking to myself. Like I was saying, how hard is it to catch a bass back here on this spot? Look at all this rock. Got all kinds of good looking rock. I wish he was a little bit bigger, but let's see, an 18 and a 12, that's 30. That's 30, so it's like the equivalent of catching 2 15-inchers. So it's not far for what we want to do. All right, our limit fish, a little smaller. He's pretty. He's 12 1/4. Send him back. Keep on plugging away. We have our limit, and it is 10:21. It's been a grind. We've basically caught 1 fish per hour, it seems like. But we have a dang limit. I'm gonna go back over there to that spot, see if there's another one over there. See if he's got a sister that's 14.5 inches, or an uncle that's 17 1/4. Either one I'm like super solid with. The wind is really starting to pick up, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. The area where I started at, where I caught that first big one, it's pretty protected from the wind, so we might go back that way, back kind of towards the boat ramp. I don't know, I would like to cull that fish I just caught though. So we're not done yet. We're not ready to go searching for tomorrow just yet. If we catch a 16, it might be good to go searching. Ideally, at this point, since we already have a pretty good limit, I'd like to catch 2 more like 15-inchers. We'd be really solid. Like I guarantee, if I catch 2 more 15-inchers, we'll be in the top 3. I think. Fish on. Come on. Come on, be big. Be big. Oh, he's little. He's little. He's a little spotted guy. Oh, he's not gonna help. He might be the 10-inch minimum that we need in this tournament though. I hooked him and he was coming straight up. Okay. So right now I'm anchored off here on this point. Out here in front of me there's some standing timber and there's some rocks. It's 24 foot deep. So I figured it'd be best to just throw my anchor out so I didn't drift over it. You know, just make a few casts and work this shaky head over it real slow. And we're gonna make a few more casts so we can't get lucky and hook something that is an upgrade. Oh, it came off. Big freaking smallmouth. It came off. Be big. Be good. Oh, it's a nice one. I think he's gonna help me out. Spot. Spotted bass. He's definitely bigger than my last one. All right, I missed one of the casts before. Got this guy. Oh, 13.75. Go down, buddy. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. 13.75. All right, so day one went pretty well for us. I mean, it went as good as it could have gone for us. I fished an area that I had fished in last spring, and I didn't do too well then, but I just felt like that would be a great area to fish. There's a lot of different structure to target fish in, and I hadn't had any time to go out there and pre-fish. So, you know, getting out there and starting the day off with a big 18-inch smallmouth, that was like, you know, a game-changing moment for me early on. And then we were able to rally on and get some more really quality keepers in the boat. And we ended up with 79 inches. My goal was to get to 80, but I'm good with 79. I feel like that number is enough to, if we do that back-to-back days, to really secure us a top finish. We could even win with that. So overall, really, really happy with that. But guys, as the day went on, I was really feeling like I was like stretching that area thin. I wasn't getting a ton of bites. I got enough bites, you know, to have a good day of fishing, but I didn't know if it was gonna hold up. So I decided that I was wanting to risk it all and go to a completely different area that I had never fished before and see if we couldn't make some magic happen over there. So for day two, my plan was to fish this area. It's got a bunch of these, like these shallow, long points out into the lake, and it's a pretty shallow area, but it has this big rock dike dam sort of structure that the highway runs across. So my plan was to hit those points early and see if we couldn't find some fish feeding on those, and then hit that rock structure and see if we could maybe scratch out a limit and then go somewhere else and try to find some more big ones. So that is exactly what we did moving into day two, and it got off to a pretty electric start. Fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Good one, I think. Good one. He's coming right to me. It feels good. Feels good. Feels real good. Feels really big. Feels really big. Big fish. It's a big fish. He's a bit smaller. Oh my gosh, big smaller. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, that is a fat smallie. Look how big that smallmouth bass is, guys. 18 inches, just like yesterday. Only this time we caught him in 12 minutes. Took 12 minutes to get our first keeper. I don't know how long the morning bite's gonna last. Look how fat he is. It's a giant. It's a giant smallmouth. Yeah, we're gonna send him back. Oh, baby. Oh yeah. Here we go, fish number two. And it's the first jig I've caught all weekend, or first fish I've caught all weekend on a jig. He's not a monster, but I mean, we got that good one already. Hopefully we can call that one later, but he ain't bad. He's probably 13 and a half or so. We'll happily add it to our limit. All right, 12 and a half, not quite 13 like I thought he was, but hopefully we'll be able to call him in a little while. Send him back. Fish on, fish on. Feels big. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. We're still alive, guys. We are still alive. And it's been like 4 hours since I've caught a fish. It's a largemouth. I'm literally here at the boat ramp where I launched at. My truck is right there. I've gone all over this ocean. Fish number 3. We need 2 more. We've got 2 hours. I'm fishing right here the rest of the day. Right here. I've been telling myself wherever I catch a fish, that's where I'm fishing at the rest of the day. 15 3/4, that's quality right there. If we get 2 more of them, we're gonna be doing good. If we just get a limit, we're gonna be doing good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, little largemouth. Oh man. Oh, deep breath. Man, that does a lot for my confidence. Like, I'm serious, guys. I have been all over the place, have not had any luck since like 8 o'clock this morning. What time is it? It's 12:14.
Like, I'm not a total idiot, but if I had a bump and going this route, I could probably send it off.
Yeah, well, I feel like a total idiot right now.
I feel like an idiot, bro.
Stop.
I caught 11 fish today. Now I can't catch a freaking big fish.
I caught 2 fish in 20 minutes this morning.
Bro, I wish I could say the same. All my fish have been mega spaced out.
Well, I caught 2 fish the first 20 minutes, and then I caught one like 7 hours later. So I haven't had but like 3 bites all day. So as y'all saw, I was feeling really optimistic about that second spot. You know, we started off with that giant smallmouth to kick the day off, eating topwater. There were several more points that we had to hit. That was the first point that I came to, and I wasn't able to get any more bites on any of those points. But then I made it over to that rock wall, and I caught another keeper pretty quick. But then I went on and fished that rock wall up and down for the next 3 hours without getting any more bites. So I felt like I needed to make a game time decision and try to figure out a way to scratch out a limit, because a limit would be big. Even if it was a small, you know, if I had 3 more small ones, it was going to be enough to, you know, to do well in this tournament. So I decided that I needed to pull the plug on that area and go to somewhere else, and that somewhere else ended up being the place where I fished on day 1. So I made the long troll back to the boat ramp, which was about 30 minutes long. Then I had like another 30-minute drive to the next spot, and then 30 minutes over to the spot that I wanted to fish. And then whenever I got there, there was 4 bass boats sitting in this one little pocket where I caught most of my fish on day 1. So that kind of frazzled me a little bit, and I just, you know, decided to fish some different areas. And I just kept on fishing, kept on moving around, fishing all the same spots that I had done well on day 1. And man, I was just not able to get any more bites. I couldn't catch anything. And my mental game was just really suffering out there. I mean, I couldn't understand why I could not get a single bite. I ended up pulling into the boat ramp where I launched, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fish the boat ramp. If I catch one, I'm gonna stay. If I don't catch one here, then I'm gonna leave and go somewhere else. I ended up catching a 3rd fish for my limit, like y'all saw. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna fish here until I get 2 more. I had 2 hours left, and we couldn't get any more bites. We ended up going and covering some water, throwing a crankbait, just trying to make something happen, and the bites just never came. And we ended up not catching a limit on day 2, which is so frustrating because that lake is just full of fish. I've never gone there and not caught a limit of fish. I've always caught numbers, and just for whatever reason, it just wasn't in the cards for us that day, and it wasn't the finish. It ended up not being the finish that we wanted. You know, as good as we started on day 1 and at the beginning of day 2, we weren't able to secure a top finish, and I think we slipped down to about 14th place overall. But either way, it was a lot of fun out there fishing in that tournament against all of the other great kayak anglers out there. But that was just not the way that I wanted to end the kayak season, by not filling out a limit. And but anyways, it's definitely something to learn from and something that we will improve on in the future. I'm not sure if there's any more kayak tournaments coming up anytime soon, like this fall or winter, but if there is, we'll probably try to jump into them to get a little bit of redemption, because, you know, whenever I have a bad day on the water, the first thing that I want to do is just get back out there and make up for it. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this little tournament episode. I had a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun making these videos, so I'm already looking forward to getting back out on the water and competing again soon. But in the meantime, if y'all enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.